Hi students, in this video we're going to learn how to create a complementary drawing in the pop art style in Google Drawings. These are the complementary pairs on the left hand side of our screen: yellow, purple, red and green, and orange and blue. And your first step is just going to be to choose a pair. Okay, you have to choose one set of complementary colors for the background of your pop art drawing. I'm going to choose yellow and purple. And you'll also need to have at least 6 different shapes inside your drawing space. And I'm going to just choose a square, but you can choose any shape you want. If you go to Insert, Shapes, there's lots of different shapes for you to choose from. I'm just going to do a basic square. And you can insert more shapes if you want, or you can just cut and paste with your mouse, copy, paste. So you need at least 6 shapes, okay? You can arrange them however you want, and you can have more than 6. You might need to make them a little bit bigger or smaller to fit your composition, but you can always resize them as you're going. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to move these up a little bit. And then you're going to use your complementary colors and alternate your colors inside your picture plane. So for instance, I chose yellow and purple. So I'm going to highlight my first rectangle there. And I'm going to go to my fill tool. It's up at the top. It looks like a little paint bucket that's been poured over. And I'm going to choose my colors here. So I'm going to choose yellow there. Then here I'm going to choose purple. And there's different shades of yellows and purples and all of these colors that you can choose from. So you can kind of play around with the different shades there that you like. And I'm just going to alternate my colors so it looks kind of like an Andy Warhol pop art drawing. Okay, and then you need to find a symbol or draw a symbol that says something about your identity, like things that you like to do, things that define who you are. So you could go, if you want to insert a shape, you could just go to Insert, Image, and search from Web. If you have something on your hard drive, you could always go to your drive or your photos or your camera as well. But an easy thing to do is just search from Web if you don't have any files. And for instance, if you really like, technology, you could search for Apple iPhone, you could search for different pictures. I would suggest typing in the word icon or transparent, and that will give you some icons like this that you could use for this project. You'll probably want something that's an outline as well. So if you can't find anything in here that works for you, you might want to type in Apple Outline. And it'll give you some outlines for you to use. But you can type in anything you want and kind of play around with it and find what works best for you. Okay, and again, if you don't find anything, you can always draw something yourself using the line tools. Okay, but like I can use this one, for example. I'm just going to click on it, click Insert. Usually you need to resize it a little bit. Okay, and you may want to resize your original shape as well once you see how large or small your icon's going to be. Okay, like I just did. And again, you can just copy and paste it. And you're going to want one icon in each box, okay, in each shape. If you use circles or triangles, that's fine. But you're just going to want one in each. And we are repeating the shapes just like Andy Warhol and Lichtenstein and lots of other pop artists did. They repeated the shapes probably as a commentary on popular culture and mass production, because these images were repeated so often in the media in newspapers, magazines, on television. Now we would include the internet, but they didn't have what we would call that at the time. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat my image over and over again. Again, you can like move your images around as you need to. That's great. I think this one's a little bit bigger than the other side, so I'm going to actually resize it a bit. You can always go in and resize anything you need to. And you may need to use your arrange tool for this just in case, so I'll show you how to do that. For instance, if you have a shape and you have another shape and maybe you want the purple square in front for some reason, you just overlap them a little bit, highlight the one you want in the front, click on arrange, order, and bring to front. And see, if for some reason you want the square in front of your apple, you can always do that. Okay, so that's your arrange tool. You might need it for this project at some point. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing your projects. Remember to use a pair of complementary colors, and remember to use an icon that says something about your identity, like who you are as a person, what you like to do, and your hobbies and interests. And I look forward to seeing your projects.